Was there a deeper psychological reason for you starting a business? Was it just straightforward, like, oh, I'm doing this well, other people that easy? Or was there something inside you like, oh, I really want to build a business?
Yes,
Wanted to know a bit more.
it was a process. So it was a bit long. It's not one day I wake up and say, okay, let's do it. But it was a process. So at the beginning, in the gym, earnings weren't very good. So obviously, my income was limited. But what I didn't tell you is that wasn't my only activity. So I had another, let's call business that was a bit strange because while working as a personal trainer or a fitness trainer, I also started playing poker. So I was also a poker player, and this just arrived in Italy in that period. And I have approached poker studying and treating it as a profession. So I started playing online, moving up through stakes over the time. And sometimes I remember that earnings was very good because some months, often I did also 7 or 80,000 a month. So when you are 20, it's a good amount of money. And I remember that sometimes I even forgot to go to collect my salary in the gym because at the point the gym it was more like a passion project, not like the main work. So I did the two things together, and then when I was doing this, I remember that was a Saturday during the night. I lost in one night 7,000 euros. So
Wow.
in a single session, and it's something that in poker is called tilt. And so I remember it very well, and it was luckily the only time that happened. So it was just once, but that night made the two things very clear. So the first was that that lifestyle was stressful, very stressful. And the second was that I also became uncomfortable with the idea that I could won only if someone else lost. So this started to feel a bit empty. So that's why I decided to take the online opportunity that I saw in poker and apply it to something that was constructive before in my business. So I started first with B2C, acquiring clients for the personal training profession, and then in B2B because helping other professionals to build client acquisition systems. So I started as self-employed, and soon I needed also to hire a little company to handle all the delivery services, and here we are.
Right. I'm going to ask this question.
Yeah.
What do you think poker taught you about business and life?
Yeah, poker is a good gym also because it's a business. So you are with yourself. You have to manage your mindset. You have to take risks, but you have also to manage with handle the risk. So you understand lots of things that are typical of the business. It's I think it could be similar to trading. Poker, like a mindset, is very similar to trading. And so, yes, I started to understand a lot of things, but I think that the best part is that poker gave me the thought that there wasn't only one path, that I could do also different ways, different paths that maybe people don't consider, but that could be also very very successful, and you can be happy also with other decisions in life.
Hmm. You touched upon the word success there. Do you ever think you were driven by success? like I want to be successful? Like some people have that very strong mentality, you know.
Mm.
You think that was a part of yours or no?
No, maybe not. I didn't have the the thing that I must be successful. I wasn't a guy that like motivation or that do stuff like this. But I was moved uh, mainly by stability. So I wanted to be. I want to build a stability in my life. That's why I was also I did some things because maybe I was searching some stability, I think. So
Okay.
I wasn't about I must be successful, but I like to improve myself. So I focused on improving myself, not to obtain a result. So it was like I must be better. I must learn this, learn that, and day by day, I think that I was this kind of people that could also obtain success.
Okay. Beautiful. And what was your dream starting out? And do you think that you fulfilled somewhat that dream?
Yeah, so I've always been quite grounded, so I never had flashy dreams like, for example, buying specific things, cars, watches, or showing status. You know. So from a young age, what mattered to me was stability. Yes, so I was probably more motivated by what I didn't want to uh, tha than by what I wanted. So I didn't want to live a conventional life. Poker maybe showed to me also that there are different things that you can do, and maybe for other people you are crazy, but you can do the same. And I didn't want to spend hours every day in traffic. That here in my city, it was very common. Or, for example, to come home after work that you are exhausted or hating your job. I didn't like these things. So my real dreams was to live an unconventional life, I think.
Mm.
Not because it, it's romantic, but because it's good to have a different vision, and maybe this force you to think independently. For example, also living abroad and being able to travel was part of that vision. And maybe today it's normal for me to live abroad, to travel, but years ago maybe it was a part of the dream. Yes, so I can say that I am now living the dream of 10 years ago right now.